What's going on, everybody? My name is Phantomatic, and today I'm going to be telling you all the best SSR unit you could pull on the SSR guarantee ticket in Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade. Now, here we have every single, well, not every single, but all the standard SSRs in the game at the moment. So we have Maki, Todo, Megumi, Nanami, Panda, Inumaki, Itadori, Gojo, and Nobara. If you all didn't know, Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade did officially release globally last night. I played a bit of it on stream last night, but yeah, the game's pretty good. I enjoyed it. And if you all didn't know, we did get the guaranteed SSR ticket where we can constantly re-roll to get the specific SSR we want. Now, obviously, if you clearly look, the two best SSRs in the game to get from that ticket would be Gojo, Blue Gojo, the strongest Gojo, and this Nobara, the yellow Nobara. Now, I myself did not know Nobara was that good, so I did withdraw her to get Gojo. But we're gonna go through. We're gonna be talking about these units. We're gonna be knowing why you have to pull these units and why these units would be really good to have on your account at the moment, especially if you're new. But let's just quickly go through each and every one of the standard 5 stars, why they're bad and why they're good. So first things first, we're gonna be starting off with the strongest Gojo. Now here we have the strongest Gojo. This is his artwork right here. I love how they do the artwork. It's so good, bro. Oh my god. But yes, he is a SSR. He's a blue type. His role is an attacker. He has a balanced focus. His affiliation, Tokyo Jujutsu High. This is his stats right here if you want to see his stats. So here's the one negative side about this Gojo is that he leaves the field after 7 turns. So what you really want to do is practically kill every single one of those enemies before the 7 turns are up. Otherwise, your power is going to significantly go down, you know? But yeah, besides that, that's pretty much it. He does have Black Flash, and when he does hit a Black Flash, it'll increase his own crit rate by 2 turns. Pretty cool. This is another thing as well as why I really like this game is that some characters will have Black Flash that I think do separate things. We'll know as we go through the characters, but that's pretty cool. Some characters don't have Black Flash because of lore reasons, and some characters do have Black Flash like Gojo. So let's continue on. But yeah, so this is his kit. We're going to be going through his kit. His first skill, called Just Watch and See, is going to deal 275% of Jujutsu damage to a selected enemy. And we have the strongest here, which is going to deal 457.7% of Jujutsu damage to a selected enemy. Now, from my experience playing with Gojo, this hits like an absolute truck, especially early game. Like, I'm talking early game. Oh my god, he literally just one-taps whatever enemy. But we're going to continue on. This is his second skill, so let me show off a little. This is going to deal 200% of Taijutsu damage to a selected enemy. Now, if you didn't know, Jujutsu damage is the magic of this game. So this is a magic attribute attack, and Taijutsu is a physical attribute attack. That's a little something to know. But yes, it's going to cost 1 MP because he does have the 6 eyes and the limitless technique. The strongest is going to deal 333% Taijutsu damage. So yeah, pretty strong skill. This does do Black Flash because I think you need the physical moves. The physical moves are going to be hitting Black Flashes, not the Jujutsu moves. So here we have his skill 3. It's starting to get fun. Now this is going to increase his own damage by 75% for 3 turns. Now I think this is only specifically for Gojo and nobody else because he is a selfish unit. He is selfish. He's a selfish unit, so he's going to increase his own damage by 75%, and as at the strongest, it's going to increase 124% of his own damage for 3 turns. There's that. So yeah, this is just gonna allow him to hit even harder, and again, it only takes 1 MP because of his 6 size. Absolutely crazy. And here's his ultimate, Curse Technique Reversal Red. Now this is going to deal 525% Jujutsu damage to all enemies at its weakest. Yeah, this basically guarantees you to clear the entire round once you get it, and at its max level, it's going to deal 1000% Jujutsu damage. Insane. So yeah, it's just he's unga bunga damage. He's going to be hitting hard. For his combo ultimate, which is when you use his ultimate and another character's ultimate. This is going to increase his and his combo allies break damage by 8% for 2 turns and deal 900% Jujutsu damage to all enemies. Yes, characters do have, if you do know Honkai Star Rail, then you would understand what I'm talking about, but yes, the characters do have, you have to constantly reduce the enemy's toughness in order to have him staggered, which will take increased damage. So yes, they do have break, they do have break in this game. And yes, if you have dupes of the same character, if you have dupes of Gojo, this combo effect will increase as well. Just a little heads up. Now we're at his passives. As I said before, this is the one negative about this Gojo, where he will leave after 7 turns, but you should be able to clear the content before 7 turns, so that's nothing to really worry about. And yes, as I said, he does have his 6 eyes and his limitless technique, which literally he does not get hit for the 7 turns he's on the field, not whatsoever, unless it's like a domain expansion from the enemy. Nobody's getting through this limitless technique. This what makes Gojo really good. This dude literally just does not get hit whatsoever. Absolutely insane. But yes, that is going to be Gojo. Gojo, you can see why Gojo should be on your account. He's an insane unit. He hits like a truck, he doesn't get hit, and his ultimate is going to do wonders. So yeah, the strongest Gojo. This is why you should have him on your account. So next up is the Girl of Steel, Nobara Kugisaki. So this is her artwork. I did manage to pull this character on the guaranteed ticket, but I did withdraw her because I thought she wasn't good. But apparently she's really good. We're gonna see why. She's yellow type, SSR, she's an attacker, her focus is Jujutsu, so she primarily focuses on magic. Her affiliation, year 1 Tokyo Jujutsu High. Here's her stats if you want to see it. So let's get straight into what she does. She's able to attack souls, and when attacking the same enemy multiple times, it increases its own damage, which makes sense because of her ability where she can literally just attack the soul of a specific target, and the more she attacks it, the more damage they take. Makes sense. But let's get into her kit real quick. Her skill 1, which is called Throwing Nails, is going to deal 99% of ranged Jujutsu damage to a selected enemy, which is 3 hits, and increases the selected enemy's nail count by 3. Now, we should be able to understand what this is the further we go into her kit, but I'm guessing the nail count, like the more nails they have in the enemy, the more damage they take. So yeah, 99% at the weakest, and it's going to deal 148% at the strongest. So here's her skill 2, I'll Destroy You. This takes 15 SP, which I think is what it's called, SP or CP. Whoa, curse points. Curse points, and it's going to increase her own Jujutsu damage by 35% for 4 turns. So she's getting a 4-turn Jujutsu damage buff at its weakest, by the way, and at its strongest is going to be 55%. You all know why this is pretty good, because since she primarily focuses on Jujutsu damage, having a buff that increases Jujutsu damage is going to be pretty cool. Her skill 3, called Straw Doll Technique Resonance, is going to cost 40 curse points. And what this is going to do is deal 200% ranged Jujutsu damage to the selected enemy. The lower the HP is, the greater the damage boost. The lower her HP, the greater the damage boost. Okay, so my bad, I misread that. So it depends on how low her HP is. So I don't think you'd want her to get hit, but not really at the same time, because she could die unless you have a supporter that heals. But this is pretty nice to have just in case you're at that low of an HP. 200% at its lowest, 300% at its strongest. Of course, it's gonna take 40 curse points, which is a bit much. It's a bit much, but what you're getting out of it, I think, makes up for the 40 curse points being used, you know? And now we have her ultimate, Straw Doll Technique Hairpin, which is going to increase the enemy's nail count by 3, deals 225% ranged Jujutsu damage to enemies with nail count. The higher the enemy's nail count, the greater the damage, and it's going to remove all nail counts. Okay, so there's a lot to her kit, but let's just go through it one by one. So she's going to increase the enemy's nail count by 3. I do believe this can stack, so I feel like it's going to stack. It's going to deal 225% ranged Jujutsu damage. So what you want to do is buffer Jujutsu damage with her second skill, then use her ultimate, and then it's going to remove all the nail counts. Now somebody please tell me, whoever has Nobara, if the nail counts do stack. If it does, then that's insane, and it makes sense why she's up here, because she's already starting off with base 225 damage to the enemy, and if you add on the extra damage, she's most likely hitting like almost a 300%. That's just me, that's just what I'm getting at. I don't know if I'm correct, But yeah, so 225% at its weakest, 400% at its strongest. Insane. Her combo effect, her combo ultimate, is going to fill her and the combo ally's ultimate skill gauge at 96%. Almost max. So you're going to be able to pop off ultimate again, and it's going to deal 31.4% range Jujutsu damage to enemies targeted by its own ultimate skill, which is insane. But yeah, let's go to the passive. So her passive, her only passive, called To Stay True to Myself, is going to increase her own critical hit rate by 10%. And it seems like it's going to stay. There's no like for 3 turns, nothing. So just straight up 10% crit rate at the beginning of the battle. Pretty good. So yeah, I can see why Nobara's up here. Nobara's pretty darn good. And I'm kind of mad I gave her up for Gojo. However, it's Gojo. Come on, I'm not passing up Gojo. So yeah, this is the second character to have on your account. If you don't want Gojo, this is your second best option on this. Come on, you saw what Nobara can do. Nobara's crazy. So I'm not gonna go through every single SSR because if I'm being honest, since it's a reroll, you're only rerolling for the best option. So I'm going to be going over the 3 best, which is the strongest Gojo, the Girl of Steel Nobara, and I do believe if you don't want Gojo and if you don't want Nobara for some odd reason, you can get Cursed Energy Flashes Black Itadori Ryuji. He's going to be an SSR. He's a green type. His role is an attacker. He focuses primarily on taijutsu, affiliation, year 1 Tokyo Jujutsu High. Here's his stats if you want to see them. So Itadori is going to be able to attack souls. He's resistant to poison and soul damage. Makes sense. And when Black Flash is performed, he increases his own Black Flash rate for 3 turns. So yeah, he's going to be able to consistently pop off Black Flashes. So let's go through his kit. Kit, skill 1, punch. Yeah, just punch. He's going to deal 100% taijutsu damage to the selected enemy. Nothing crazy to really talk about here. That's pretty much it. 100% at its weakest, 150% at its strongest. Not that crazy. His skill 2, which is going to cost 15 curse points, called Attentive, which is going to increase his own critical hit rate by 89%. Wow. Increase his own Black Flash rate by 41%. Oh my. And he fills his own ultimate skill gauge by 150. Wait, wow, why does that sound? Is that bad or is that good? I don't know. I think that's pretty good. Wow, that's strong. 89%, 41%, and 150 at its weakest. 139, 66, and 241 at its strongest. Increasing critical hit rate by almost 100, which is crazy. So he's practically guaranteed to hit crit damage, and he's increasing his Black Flash rate by 41%. Not only is he going to be consistently popping Black Flashes, he's also going to be consistently popping off crit damage for 3 turns. Absolutely insane skill 2. That is pretty darn good. So here we have his skill tree called Triple Kick, which is going to be costing 30 curse points. It's going to deal 200% taijutsu damage to the selected enemy, which is 4 hits. It's going to decrease the selected enemy's crit hit resistance by 20%. So yeah, not only are the enemies not going to be resistant, Itadori is going to be hitting that enemy with Black Flashes on top of crit damage, on top of Black Flash. Oh my goodness, this unit sounds hella fun. So yeah, 200%, 20% at its weakest, 344%, 34% at its strongest. Absolutely insane skill 3. And his ultimate skill, Black Flash, is going to deal 450% taijutsu damage to the selected enemy. So I think that's going to be 3 hits at 450%. Absolutely gnarly. And then he's going to be dealing 800, almost 900 damage for 3 hits at its strongest. Crazy. His combo ultimate is going to increase his own and combo allies damage by 10% for 2 turns, and it's going to deal 94% taijutsu damage to the selected enemy. Nothing crazy here. The damage increase is pretty good. I feel like you'd want to pair Yuji up with another taijutsu, someone who buffs taijutsu damage specifically. But let's go to his passives real quick. So he only has 1 passive, Sukuna's Vessel. At the start of the battle, he gains poison and soul resistance to himself. That's pretty much it for the passives. Poison should be pretty helpful, and soul resistance, so any enemy that deals with souls, Itadori is not going to be affected by that much. But yeah, that's Itadori, an absolutely insane unit. And yeah, that's going to be it. I'm not going to be talking about the others, let's be honest. Let's just go back real quick. So right, if I'm being honest, if we're really looking, I don't believe we should talk about the A SSRs and down below. If I'm being honest, these three, Gojo, Nobara, and Itadori are the only ones you should be looking for if you want them specifically on the ticket. Nobody else matters. This is all you need. That's literally it. These three are like the best in the game at the moment for us globally. There are other units coming out that are up there like Yuta and Toji, but we don't have them yet. So these are the best units in the game currently at the moment you should be focusing on. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I just want to do a little quick video talking about the best units to get from the SSR ticket. So I hope this video helps you decide, oh shoot, so yeah, I'm definitely pulling that unit. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade video. Signing off.